Let's go back to Ayesha Ismail in Cape Town, who attended that crime imbizo in Mitchell's Plain today, where the National Police Minister was. Ayesha, so the Police Minister was there. Should the Police Commissioner have been there as well, do you think?
Well, Sally, normally when the National Police Minister comes to the Western Cape on engagements like the one in Mitchell's Plain, the crime imbizo, he is often accompanied by the National Police Commissioner. This time it was the Cele's deputy who sat on the podium with Minister Cele. I did take the opportunity to ask Minister Cele about the suspension notice that was issued to the police commissioner, and let's listen to how he answered this question.
The minister that you speak to is employed by the head of the state. The national commissioner, who is the head of the South African Police, is employed by the head of the state, the president. He does work with the minister in terms of accounting and reporting, but when it comes to the work situation, the labor issues and all that, that happens between the national commissioner and the president. So the situation is there. As we have seen, we have all learned what the president has done, written him, giving the notice. Until that notice is known and the response, I personally not privy and have no knowledge of the correspondence between the National Commissioner and the President, so I can't elaborate on that.
All right, so he was not prepared to go there at all, Ayesha, but of course you had to try. He did, however, have something to say to the people of Mitchell's Plain. We know it's a crime hotspot. What did he have for them?
Well, Sally, during his engagements with the community, it was interesting to hear people opening up and speaking frankly to the minister. They talked about gangsterism in the area, drugs. They talked about just how crime has not stopped. And one of the main things that they talked about was resources and how the community policing forums, how, neighborhood watch members are actually playing the role of the police. They also talked about calling the 10111 number and having to contend with an answering machine. And some people were saying they prefer to go to neighborhood watch members when crimes are being committed in this area. Again, the minister made promises to the people of Mitchell's Plain and also then spoke at length about the resources that they are pumping into the Western Cape. Let's listen to what he had to say.
You see this canal? It comes from Limpopo. But almost for the last 6 months, he stays literally here in this province. Every month, he commands 200 police that they don't stay here, that are brought from other provinces, and 58 more cars that are only for Western Cape and are brought from different provinces to work with you here. Here he is. So to say government is not taking care of Western Cape is lies and is ingenious. He comes from other provinces, permanently stay there with a lot of police, your TROT, different orders of police, to make sure that we put our effort to keep this province safe. So when they say we do nothing for Western Cape, you must know they are lying.
All right, so he has a very clear view on that, Ayesha. Absolute lies, he said, that they're not doing enough. How do the people of Mitchell's Plain respond to that message?
Well, after the minister had spoken, I did speak to some people, and they were saying that they were shocked to hear the numbers, the figures, the fact that the national minister is saying that they've been pumping resources into this province for many years, the fact that he's talking about more, not only resources, but also police officers and vehicles, etc., and also the minister talking about the millions of money that they have pumped into this province over over and above the normal budget. But what was also interesting to note, Sally, was the fact that not only was Cele not at that imbizo, but Minister Cele's provincial counterpart was also not there, and this was simply because the MEC for Community Safety in the Western Cape was not invited to attend this imbizo.
Which seems rather strange. An imbizo surely meant to gather everyone together. Thank you very much for that update, Ayesha Ismail in Cape Town.